Hey guys, welcome back to Coyote Classics channel here. Me and Dalton are bringing you guys a special one today. Sorry about the wind noise in the back. We do have a beautiful day in Iowa, but there's a nice breeze here. So this is a 1966 absolutely stunning silver blue Mustang Coupe. It's riding on a beautiful set of American Racing rims, raised white letter tires, and this car was completely restored from top to bottom, all in the last year and a half. We just delivered a car out to Colorado, and we happened to run across this car on our way back from Nebraska, and so glad you went by that way, D.
Yeah, absolutely. I just happened to be scrolling on Facebook Marketplace hoping to find something to bring back, and came across this Mustang and just had to take a look at it. Such a beautiful car. The previous owner was a great guy. He owned it for the past 20 to 25 years, he said. And the guy who actually did the restoration work on this car was his son. He owns a professional restoration shop there in town, and that's all he does is classic restorations. And we might have to send him some business because he does a damn fine job.
He did an absolutely gorgeous job on this paint job, guys. So check out our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out all the undercarriage photos. It shows just how solid and original those rear frame rails are, front frame rails. Floor pans are excellent. It might have had a new pan or two in it, but very, very solid underneath. But the best thing in this car, guys, in my opinion, is how straight the body is and the quality of the paint job. D, you want to go ahead and open up the hood and we'll check that out as well. Everything was touched on this car. The engine bay, the trunk floor, interior. Just a really special little coupe.
The previous owner also did state that both the motor and transmission were rebuilt within the last 200 to 300 miles by a professional shop. When they rebuilt this 289, they didn't just rebuild it, they beefed it up a little bit. They put a mild cam, they bored it out a little bit, just to get a little more juice out of it, if you will.
It sounds good too, and it's got just that nice little cami low coming out of that dual exhaust. Bottom side of the hood was painted excellent. They just really didn't cut any corners on this one, Dalton. So many coupes are kind of just thrown together. This is just a really solid coupe. I think it makes a big difference that, like you said, the guy's had it for 20 to 25 years.
With the trim tag on there as well.
Yeah, still got the original trim tag in the door and the trim tag on the inner fender. All your original VIN numbers here, just like they should. This was a C-code car. Did a great job. They even went ahead and went with the reservoir in here, which weren't factory, but it's a nice option to have so it doesn't leak any antifreeze on the ground there. Looks like they did a new fuel pump, water pump, everything was done on this car, so.
Like you mentioned previously, just gorgeous paint.
I love this color. As far as the chrome goes, the chrome's nice on the car. The horse and corral has a few pits on the horse there. That's original, but they did a lot of the other stuff new, like new weather stripping, new wheel well moldings, new turn signal housings and lenses. All that stuff is new.
Also, suspension is all brand new. We said that was done within the last month.
Oh, okay, great. So front and rear suspension's all new. They went ahead and put the Shelby hood scoop on it. And so many of those hood scoops, guys, are really cracked bad all the way around, and I don't see any cracks. If you want to say anything, maybe a fine little tiny crack right there. But beautiful paint. Really nice gap from front to back here on this passenger side of the hood as well. Fits very nicely on the top of the hood, the top of the fender. And we'll go around just like we always do and point out perfections.
Look down the side of that car. That's what really, like, when I looked down the side of it, I said, yep, we gotta have it. Just laser straight car.
Guys, here at Coyote Classics, we're trying to bring you guys the best possible product for the best price. I mean, that's really what we're trying to do here. Now, I'm guilty of putting American Racing chrome torque thrust on about anything here. I love them, but you know what? It's nice to see the American Racing with the old school, with the silver inlays. It's kind of nice to see that on a car once. So, door gap from top to bottom, it lines up really nice. Right up in here, same thing. All our body lines are in great shape all the way along the bottom here. No issues, no bubbles, nothing like that along the lower fender. Lower door, they also went ahead and put the little Mustang silver stripe down the bottom, which really sets it off.
Yeah, and he didn't want to do the GT stripe, so it's not a GT car, but he wanted that stripe, but he wanted it a little different, so they went ahead and put Mustang on there.
Yeah, it looks good. As far as the paint stuff goes, get just a little buffing compound there that came off, but so far, and Dalton's going to really go around it and see if we got any chips, little things like that, but so far all I'm seeing is just a couple little spots of buffing compound. Looks freaking excellent, guys. Same thing as our gap in the back here is wonderful, all the way to the top, bottom. They did new door handles, new gaskets. If you're looking for a really nice car you can take right to a local car show and be proud of, this is it, guys. Wow. Dolly, you want to rev it up just a little bit? Check out, we showed you how straight this driver's side was, but this passenger side, the way the door fits, I mean, it's just laser straight up and down. Top of the trunk lid all fits really nicely. Lines up nice here in the back corner. All new tail light lenses, new chrome around that as well. This silver blue has just the right amount of metallic in it too. Just fantastic. As we go along here to the roof edge, this is all in fantastic shape here. However, there is just a little tiny, fine little paint crack right here. Very, very small. Other than that, the roof is beautiful. No dings, dents, nothing like that. New rubbers, new felts. New door panels, armrest bases, handles. Door jamb paint is excellent. Dome light works down in there. Again, all the rubbers here, all new. Windows go up and down with ease. The rollers are in excellent shape. And this car really, I don't want to say needs nothing. Everything needs something usually, but very, very minimal. I haven't found anything it needs right now. They haven't put all the new hardware and stuff in the seats. There is some little minor scratching in the chrome, but the overall appearance of them is great. New seat backs, new seat covers, seat belts for two in the back. It's got brand new seat belts in the front. Headliner is perfect. There's no wrinkles, there's no holes. The visors are new, rear view mirror is new, dash pad is new. There's no warpage there. Beautiful job on the speaker as well, and all the inside trim here was all detailed nicely. Nice job buying this car, D.
Thank you. Hey, check this out. Look at even under the dash, it's usually the most ugliest part of the car. You know what I mean? With
Yeah.
hanging out, and this one is all put together well, tucked up nice in your
He did a great job restoring it. The Cruise-O-Matic light in here works, guys. So this light works. It's got the nice little rubbers in here. That was redone. New shifter base. The shifter handle has a couple little pits on it, but it's nice and tight. They went ahead and put all new bushings in it as well. As far as our Mustang radio here, I don't know much about that.
I can mess with it.
Did that work? Do you know, D?
I believe it did work when I looked at the car, but
I'm not sure 100% what's going on there. Our temp gauge works, amp gauge works, oil pressure is way over on the high side, guys, so it's got a ton of oil pressure. Gas gauge works. Wipers are working. Horn works.
windows go up and down real nice.
Yeah, they
too.
do. Do that one more time, will you? Heater fan works good. So carpet's in great shape. Really the whole entire inside of the car, guys, is great. So everything works just as it should, except for the radio, and Dalton will kind of mess with that a little bit more. Besides that little tiny paint imperfection on that passenger side, have you really seen anything else? I haven't.
No.
This side doesn't have that, guys. This side is perfect over in the driver's.
Even like
all of our gaps, and the gaps are great. Body lines are excellent where the door meets the quarter. Whoever buys this car is going to love it, no doubt. Here's how the doors shut.
It does have the trim tag yet. Doors in.
Yeah. Factory trim tag right there. corner of the door is perfect. No body filler, no goofiness down there.
Real quick, it does look like they kept original glass. You can see just some little micro scratches in the back glass.
Yep, good point, D. You can always replace that if you really want it to be as nice as the rest of the car. They did keep the original back glass in there. All new felts, and they went ahead and got the really nice felts too. They're not just the cheap plastic ones. Brand new mirror. That's nice and tight. Let's go ahead and take it for a spin, D. The odometer shows 67,602 miles. We've had the car running here for about 15 minutes beforehand. Here's where our temperature gauge is, guys, and we've had it running for about 20 minutes total now, maybe 25. So
carries excellent oil pressure.
it does. It's crazy. E-brake works just like it should. Did we decide that the radio
glove box light even works?
Oh yeah, good point. Glove box light.
Very nice car.
We don't know about the radio. We're looking like that's probably not going to work for us. I'll pass this over to you, D. As we look out over the hood, the paint just glistens in the sun. You can tell how nice the hood and fender line up.
I do really like that color and the way he painted it too.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a good takeoff.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, I like that. Yeah. Not getting on it super hard by any means, but they built that tranny to when that shifts, it barks the tires loose a little bit.
And that's
and
why
we're just starting off in third.
Yeah, we'll just...
We'll go through the gears once a little bit. Right into third, about 75 there, Paul.
Yeah.
All right, so I did take it. One of the first things we did, we go through them all, guys. So we tuned it up, we fixed the kick down. So you punch it down, shifts down into second, right back up into third. We also took it to Gary's Tire up in Waverly, Iowa, where we always do all of our alignments. They do a great job on them. So went ahead, got the alignment done, and it drives 10 times better than it did when we first got it in. So now you can drive this thing with one finger, D. Punch it right down and go right up to 65 mile an hour.
Yeah, sharp car.
I'm gonna roll up our windows and let's just see how tight it is in here, should we? Roll up the back one once. And look how easy they all roll up. Oh yeah. This is the quality restoration, guys. When we talked about earlier today that this is a breezy day, right? Listen to how quiet it is in here. And we're doing 55 mile an hour. We're gonna kick her right down. And Seth is back in her seat just slightly. We're catching up to a minivan, 80 mile an hour. Slow it right down with our brakes in a hurry. And we just have drum brakes up there, but they feel great.
Yeah, they do.
Were you worried that someone might be coming behind us?
Yeah, maybe a skosh.
Come on.
Yeah, nice car, guys. Whoever buys this is really going to enjoy it. Again, go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Like Chad mentioned earlier, undercarriage pictures are up there. Check it out. Give us a call, 641-816-3145. Thanks.